Welcome to the Teresa Harding Podcast, where you will learn from one of the top leaders in the network marketing industry. Teresa Harding has grown her team to over millions of people. She's grown online and she's grown offline, and now she's ready to show you the secrets. So get ready to change the way you think. She truly cares about the success of her team and the people that she teaches. So get ready to learn the tips, tricks, and secrets that will allow you to grow a successful business in the 21st century.
I'm Teresa Harding, and this is the Teresa Harding Podcast. This podcast is for people who know that this industry is not about the network marketer anymore. It's about the people we serve and the change we can make in other people's lives. It's about the entrepreneur inside of each of us who's trying to find our voice. It's for the people who want to change the world and are looking for the most powerful way to make that happen. So glad you joined me. Super excited about today's topic. I know I say that all the time, but I truly am. I get excited about the things that made a big difference for me because I know it can make a big difference for you. So what I want to talk about today is that there are two ways to get the cheapest product, because we know that people are looking for the best deal. People want the cheapest product, and guess what? If you have a product and someone else has the same product and yours is cheaper, they're going to go for yours. If the other person's is cheaper, they're going for the other person's. So it's super important to be able to create something that people feel like, wow, that is so much value. That is a way better value for me. So I am picking this. But there are actually two ways to have the cheapest product. And one of them might surprise you. The first way is a little more obvious. It's to be the cheapest. You decrease your price, or your product is better. And so your price, like for example, you might have a bigger or better phone. And so if yours is the same price as someone who has a phone that isn't as good, then yours is considered kind of a better value or cheaper price. So, when you're talking about basically the same products and you're kind of comparing apples to apples, well, guess what? If you keep going lower in price, then of course you're going to have the cheapest price. That's one of the ways. But the problem with that is that now your margins get worse. So the lower you make the price of your product, what's going to happen is you're going to make less profit. And if you're doing e-commerce, if you've got brick and mortar, you start to run into a problem, because now you're playing price wars with everyone else who has exactly the same thing that you're offering, and you are not going to have the same kind of profit. So now your profit margin is so small that it ends up being really, really hard to create income, let alone massive income. So that's one way that you get the cheapest product. But the second way that you get the cheapest product is you increase the value of your product. If the value of your product is so much bigger than the other person who has the exact same product, then all of a sudden, yours is the one they want to buy. Everybody wants to buy yours because they can't believe the value they're getting. So, for example, let's say that you're in e-commerce and you're selling headphones, and someone else is selling the exact same brand of headphones, the exact same thing that you have. Well, if you offer your headphones and then you add things into the offer that make yours more valuable, it might be physical items. You could add audio items. Maybe you add some free audiobooks that they get with their headphones. And guess what, you guys? There are a lot of free audiobooks out there that you could totally use. So in future podcasts and future trainings, I'll be teaching you some of the different ways that you can add to your offers that cost you very little or nothing. So there are so many ways you can add value to your product, and we'll go into that in more detail in other episodes. But what I want you to understand right now is that you can absolutely go the cheaper route by lowering your price. But if you go the cheaper route by adding more value, now you don't have to lower your price. You can actually be the highest priced item compared to everyone else that's selling the exact same thing, and people will still want your product. And then in the next episode, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an example of what that will look like, and I'll show you how we can make that happen. And it was an example that I heard by a mentor of mine, and it was so powerful. It has stuck with me ever since I learned it, and I'm going to share it with you in the next episode, exactly how to increase the value and sell your exact same item that everyone else is selling and yours is the exact same price as theirs or even a higher price, and everybody wants yours. So join me in the next episode. I'm going to show you how to do that. And I hope you guys have a great day, great night, wherever you are in the world. And I will talk to you in the next episode. Bye.